Okay, so what I've done is I've focused on a star. I'm trying to get my bearings actually from the other stars. There's not many stars out. It could be Sirius. There's a little bit of light pollution here, it's hard to tell. But the important thing is I've focused on a star and I've locked the focus, and I'm about to unlock the back. Oh, that's a nice shot. That's the top of the barns there, the units. You see it's slightly blurred, and hopefully the stars are still in focus. Yeah, looks like it. And the idea behind doing this, I want to try and record this all in one go, is the ISS, the International Space Station, is about to go over, and apparently it's going to be very, very bright. There it is. Maybe not that bright, but it's supposed to take something like 6-7 minutes to go over. It's going overhead if you look out to the west, and it's the brightest it's been for a very long time. And it was actually Gary, my good friend Gary, that alerted me to tonight's proceedings. I kind of forgot about the space station. It's been a while now. Actually, the last time I saw the space station, it was when the SpaceX docked with it, and I actually thought it was a UFO. I thought it was aliens. It looked so strange. It looked like a flying saucer docking with a bright light, but it turned out to be Elon Musk's rocket docking with it was the Starlink, wasn't it? Docking with the space station. Okay, so it's nice and dark out here. Oh gosh, there's something on the floor there. It's not a badger, is it? Don't want to trip up. Okay, so it's nice and dark out here. I've still got a lock on the stars, although that doesn't look that sharp to me. I'm going to take the lock off, let it focus, and then relock. I think I'm doing that right. I used to do it with like the infinity setting, but this Samsung phone doesn't seem to have an infinity setting. Now I know it will do. I just can't find it. So I'm hoping this star lock thing will work. Seems to be at the moment. It's holding the focus on the stars. So I think I'm looking out the right way, yeah, out towards the west. The ISS, International Space Station, will be going over very, very shortly, a few minutes, coming over that horizon, right there, going overhead, as I say, brighter than it's been for a very long time. The next few nights, actually, it's going to be very bright, so if you miss it tonight, if you're watching this and you've missed it, then have a look. Over the next few nights you'll see it. Just look for the time, go on the website, the ISS website, and it's got all the times there. It's one thing about astronomical stuff, including space stations. They run like clockwork. You can predict when these celestial events are going to happen, man-made or otherwise. All very reliable and predictable. Interesting fact, oh gosh, what's that? Can you see that over there? Flashing lights in the sky. I'm not saying aliens, but aliens. Don't know, could just be a plane in the distance looking a bit strange. I don't recognise the oh, I do. That's a military plane, the flashing. It looked strange for a while. Yeah, a rather strange thing. For the last 10 years, we're talking practically a decade, since the space station was visited by the Americans, the US, on their own space shuttle, it's been literally about 10 years. And the only way that the American astronauts could get to the ISS was on a Russian shuttle. Wasn't that strange? They literally decommissioned the space shuttle, and the only way they could get there was on a Russian shuttle. Now, obviously, with everything that's been going on, without sort of getting political or anything, but the Russians have pulled out of the ISS. Now, the two major partners were the US and Russia, but the Russians have pulled out of the ISS and their involvement with the ISS, and so the US astronauts had no way of getting to the ISS, the space station. But recently we've had Elon Musk with the Dragon, have I got that right? The Dragon something or other ship going up, taking astronauts, US astronauts, which is great. So he started that back up, regular missions to the ISS via Elon Musk's pocket. But also, earlier this year, I think just a few months back, I think, I'd have to check it out, but Boeing, as in the plane manufacturer, have created what they call the, have I got this right? What's it called? Star something. Is it the Star Shuttle? The Star Bus? No, I haven't got the name right. It might come back to me. If not, I'll just put it on the screen now. Future Johnny will take care of that. Star Shuttle? Star Bus? Oh, I don't know. It's not the Star Bus. Anyway, Boeing are taking up to the ISS. Did you hear that then? American astronauts. Something's in the bushes. I think it's a bat. Let's stay focused. It's a very warm night. It's been a warm day. Gosh, it's been really warm, hasn't it? Let's stay focused on the happenings. There's definitely something in the bush over there. Critters. Nocturnal critters. There's actually some jackdaws or something in the distance there. I can hear them chirping. Where are we? 10 degrees above the horizon is where... Sorry, I'm doing a little dance there and jigging you around. 10 degrees above the horizon. If you hold your fist at arm's length and place your fist on the horizon, the top of your fist is 10 degrees. That's an astronomical trick there. That's where its point of origin should be. Sorry, I'm looking at other stars above me, thinking, have I just missed it? And it's gone overhead. Its point of origin, where you actually see it from, should be 10 degrees above the horizon. And we've got a good view of the horizon, so we should see it really low. And that's as low as it gets, really. That's brilliant. And it's going to go all overhead. And then the point that it disappears will be when it's 10 degrees on the opposite horizon. It takes about 6 minutes when it's at full magnitude like this to go overhead. There's something strange going on over there. And that can't be it. That's way too low. And it's in the wrong direction. Something flying. Wouldn't it be really good if not only we get the ISS, but we also get aliens just like land in that field? I don't know whether you can pick that up. I don't know whether this focus is even working very well. I don't know what that is, but it's certainly not the ISS. I'd be shocked if it was. It's come down a little low. Yeah, so it goes over totally silent, which is it's quite a sort of awe-inspiring sight. If you've never seen it, I would imagine you have at some point, but it's always worthwhile going out and taking a look. I'll just give you a lowdown of where we are. Don't worry, I'm still looking out towards the horizon. That bright light's still over there. Yeah, this is the the back of the barns. There's the meadow. I'm going to be a bit annoyed if the space station goes over and my camera doesn't focus on it because I can't find the infinity button. It's going to really annoy me. I'll have to come back out tomorrow night. So what time have we got? Let's have a look. 23:07. Well, it kind of should be here right now, guys. I'm surprised that it's not. Definitely looking out the right way. It's very peaceful out here. Strange sounds coming from the meadow. Sounds like something very close. Breathing. Can you hear? Oh, we've got it. Here we go. My orientation's been thrown out. Here it is. I was actually looking the wrong way. Let's see if I can focus in. When it focuses, I'm going to lock it. There we go, that's locked. So that should stay like that now. I must have really got spun around there. I was looking out the wrong way, so it's going overhead. ISS. Gonna come back. Maybe not come back. Maybe go forward. Okay. So literally overhead now, very bright. Try and keep it centered and focused as much as it can focus on a point of light. That's not the noise of the ISS. You know what that is? All the tractors and the farmyard equipment making hay whilst the sun shines. You get the idea. Passing a star there. It's kind of staying in focus, but not as much as I'd want it to, but it's sort of there. There it goes. So that's come from the west, but why was I spun around so much there? I think I'm thinking in relation to where my house is, and I'm not thinking in relation to being out in the meadow. Yeah, I've got my orientation wrong there. Well, I must have. Either that or the ISS is going the wrong way, and I think that's very doubtful. There it goes. Silent, creeping across the heavens. It's very relaxing, actually. Brightest when it was overhead, slowly becomes dimmer. Obviously the brightness, the light that comes from the ISS is simply the surface of the ISS reflecting the sun. That's all it is. It's dark here, but up there the ISS has a full view of the sun, and that's why it's so bright. Over the years I've seen it get bigger and bigger because well, they've gone up and they've added to it, made it bigger and bigger. I tried to track it once in a telescope. I saw it just for a second and I could see all the panels and things, but it's moving fast for a telescope. You'd have to have some kind of automatic tracking in order to follow it, but it was good. I did catch a glimpse. It was like, ah, there it is, and you could actually see it as a space station with all the solar panels and things coming off it. But that's kind of nice just to watch that bright light of the ISS go overhead. So 10 degrees is when it's going to disappear. I was literally looking exactly the wrong way. That's disappointing. Can't really call myself an astronomer there. Maybe if I had a compass, I could have worked it out, couldn't I? Or I should have been able to work it out anyway. Just looking at the stars. I was too busy looking for aliens. There we go. Yeah, I need to find the infinity setting on my phone so that I can keep things in focus at a distance and it doesn't try to refocus. So can you see how, if you imagine your fist out, I'll try and do it now, on the horizon, boom, and that's just about disappearing. There we go, it's gone, and that's 10 degrees above the horizon. Wow, so that is ISS going overhead. Going the right way, I must add. It was me that was going the wrong way. And I'm going to just pan round now because there's lots going on in this meadow. I would imagine foxes and badgers and other animals, because I can hear an animal really close. Just sort of like put it on automatic focus. There we go. I can hear an animal close by breathing. Can you hear that? Can you hear? Really close. This there. Like, I hope it's an animal. Something's close by watching me. Something quite big. Maybe a fox. Maybe a badger. Maybe an alien. You never know. That bright light's still over there. I'm starting to think that that isn't in the air. I'm starting to think it's a very... Oh gosh, there's a flash by the side of it then. Maybe it is something unusual. I was beginning to think maybe it was just a house in the distance, but there's some flashes either side which I don't think are picking up. Oh yeah, it just picked up then. Either side flashes, left, right, left, right. I don't know what that is, but it's kind of sparkling. I'm going to try and zoom in. I'm going to try and refocus. Focus. Oh gosh, it's hard to keep it still. I think that's as focused as it's going to be through the trees. It's literally a disc of light. So I'm zoomed in there and it's kind of like pulsating and flashing. Thought it was a house, you know, with lights on, with its big lights on, but I don't think it is. It's above the horizon. No, there is something close breathing. So I'm going to slowly retreat. You never know. You never know. Just in case it's something that I'm spooking. Yeah, something breathing like a dog. You know, like a dog asleep and breathing. That's how that sounds. I don't really want to tempt fate. You never know. We don't get anything that's kind of dangerous, but sort of out here by myself and a big creature's close by. So I'll probably just, yeah, there's that light. I'm going to come back another night and see if that's still there. Is it a car on the hill? Is it a house light? I don't know. That was like a wolf then. That's someone's dog. A long way off. Okay, here we go. I can hear crickets as well in the meadow, which is nice. I haven't heard crickets for such a long time. Nice place, as I say, really warm. Still warm. Right now it's, what time is it? At 11:15, and it's still about 24 degrees, I think. Okay, well, thanks guys for going out on that adventure with me. We saw the ISS, very bright. And if I turn, can I turn this round? Oh, there I am. That's a bit scary if I do that like that. There I am. Thanks for watching. And what was this? Maybe sit down with Johnny with a cup of tea and go on an adventure in the dark. That's what this program was. I'll see you really soon. Thanks guys. I'm going to go to bed now. Bye for now. Bye bye. Bye bye.